Dear ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, first of all, thank you for the invitation to the European Summer School on Leadership and Governance for Sustainable Tourism. I apologize for not being able to participate in person. However, I am happy that modern technologies allow me to make this intervention today. My role in the European Parliament is very clear. I am a powerful advocate for tourist development and promotion of sustainable tourism in Europe. And I believe that the best way to talk about leadership and governance is by looking directly at the daily activity of decision makers. Therefore, I am very happy to speak today and showcase my expertise as an example. Every day here in the European Parliament, we shape new policies and direction. As a member of Transport and Tourism Committee, I work very hard to emphasize the importance of tourism in Europe. Consequently, for the very first time in the history of European Parliament, I have created an intergroup for tourist development and cultural heritage. It brings together around 140 MEPs from all political groups. Through this intergroup, we've developed several tourism actions and projects related to sustainability, transport, skills and regional development. Next, I would like to highlight another very important initiative which resulted in a joint success for all of us. As you may know, this year I have strongly militated for a European Year of Tourism and Cultural Heritage in 2018. The Commission has listened to our request and now we'll have it. In addition, in a private meeting with Commissioner Tibor Navracsics, we've discussed to have more activities promoting European tourism. And the Commissioner showed his strong support for my idea of developing joint actions. This is a very positive sign and good news for the tourism industry. It is our job now to identify and promote the synergies between cultural heritage and tourism. But before we start acting around the year 2018, I think we need to mention the importance of the United Nations Year for Sustainable Tourism in 2017. Nowadays, as countries and regions are developing their tourism industry, this has an impact on pollution levels, natural resources and consumption patterns. All of us will have to be ready to provide measures that address these concerns and contribute to the EU strategy of fighting against climate change. Sustainability means not only just reducing the CO2 emissions, but also encouraging tourists to opt for less known interesting locations. Large cities like Paris and London struggle to accommodate the millions of tourists each year, so it's up to us to come with new solutions for the European tourist destination. This is why here in the European Parliament we will continue to look precisely into concrete ways for achieving sustainability. A concrete example to show how we, politicians, can achieve tangible things for tourism industry are the pilot projects. Together with organizations and experts, we come up with projects that aim at solving very specific issues related to tourism. These initiatives might look small, but they serve a bigger purpose. We hope that if these projects will succeed locally, they can be upscaled and applied to a whole region and maybe to the EU level. For example, last year we obtained funding for the project Destination Europe, which was closely linked to the idea of promotion and branding. And I think that promoting Europe means talking about its rich and beautiful culture. This year we continued our work with a different focus, attracting tourists from third countries into less known but still interesting and sustainable European destinations. This idea came in light of the fact that attracting visitors to European sites poses increasing challenges associated with capacity, seasonality and sustainability. The project aims therefore to contribute to a comprehensive European tourist policy that pays attention to population needs and also environmental concerns. There are many examples of such regions, some of which more developed than others. I can think of the beautiful Danube Delta in my country, Romania, a phenomenal ecosystem with a unique fauna and flora. Or, to give another example, we can look at the Bordeaux region, which has developed along its expertise in winemaking. My efforts here in the European Parliament are to help the tourism industry and to advance sustainable issues on the European agenda. I believe that the European Commission has a big role too to play here in order to respond to our current needs and to create a coordinated strategy for tourism at European level. More specifically, a comprehensive action plan is required, an action plan that will take into consideration the promotion of sustainable tourism. In the same time, Europe needs transformative tourist projects and initiatives that could generate a sustainable visitor economy. In order to do so, the focus should be on the development of regional infrastructure such as airports and roads that will help tourists reach more sustainable destinations. So, to conclude my message today, I would like to say that, first, on the occasion of a United Nations International Year of Sustainable Tourism and Development, we need to put all our efforts and to promote less known European regions. Two, it is important to teach the new generation about the advantages of a more environmentally friendly type of tourism. Sustainability is an economic resource which can be an engine for economic and social development. The role of a more sustainable tourism and its potential to boost economic growth should not be underestimated. With our common efforts, we can advance further the cooperation on sustainability and make sure that millions of people every year visit sustainable regions across our continent. Thank you, and I wish you a fruitful discussion.